Yo, what's up, guys? It is Big Ziff here, and today I'm just going to make my little mini debut back into the Genshin world. I've taken a short break, and I just wanted to talk about why I did that and kind of my current thoughts in the game and why I haven't really been posting as much or posting videos and that sort of thing. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, I will say, some of this is going to be pretty obvious, and the most obvious of those reasons why I haven't been playing is that 1.4 is just like abysmal, in my opinion. I know a lot of people have liked it in the mini events and all that. I just like it absolutely turned me off from the game. Like I completely shut it out. I honestly liked 1.3 a lot more even. I thought I liked 1.4 more at first. I played the first couple days and then I just started to see that like everything really was starting to feel like a chore. Even the mini games, they weren't really that fun to me. You have to grind so much just to get like a crappy 4-star bow that you won't even use because you already have a stringless or a skyward harp. So yeah, that's kind of my first point was just 1.4 in my opinion was not a really good event for me. I know a lot of people are going to disagree because, some people wanted Venti, some people wanted Child, but the main reason why 1.3 was still appealing to me was, not only did we get those new quests, but we got 2 new characters, which was super exciting. We also got little new enemies and new areas, and we got a new world boss and things like that. So there was more for me, and the Theater Mechanicus event even. So there was more for me that 1.3 offered, and I just enjoyed that as a whole a lot more. Even though looking at it on the grand scheme of things, I don't think either event was that great. I think I enjoyed 1.3 a lot more overall. And don't get me wrong, I still love Genshin. I still love this game, but it just doesn't feel the same. I don't have the same love for the game at this point, just because I think MiHoYo, I can't tell really if they're stalling just to make this 1.5 content crazy or if they've just like been slacking or what, because it's really weird to me. But yeah, that's all I'll say about 1.4. So the next reason why I haven't really been as active on the game or in the community as of recently is because of the leaker beef that was happening on Twitter and just across all social medias where MiHoYo was pretty much dropping the hammer down on leakers and saying, they're going to come after them in legal pursuit and things like that. Again, I don't really mind MiHoYo going after leakers to try to protect the integrity of their game. I more so have an issue with MiHoYo being greedy about it in the sense that the only reason they're trying to ban leakers is so that they can make more money on events like 1.4, where in reality, for players like myself and a ton of these other content creators and a ton of just general players who are AR50, AR55, there's really not much else to do in the game. And when you drop an update that's just running around on little dates and, doing mini games all day long, the game starts to become really stale really, really fast. I know they can't really crank out a new region every 6 weeks. That's fine with me. Just little things that need to be tweaked, which I'll talk about in a couple minutes. But yeah, the kind of greed issue that I was seeing there from the leaker stuff was kind of a turnoff to me as well. It was kind of just a combination of many, many things happening at once that made me kind of decide it would be a good time for my mental and just for my well-being to take a break from Genshin and making videos. And the next point is obviously just even outside of 1.4, the lack of content in general. At least for me, like I said, when you're at this AR 55, 56 stage where your actual adventure rank progression is pretty much non-existent and you've collected a majority of the chests in the world, you've done a ton of the achievements, you have really stacked teams. Although, yeah, granted, I don't have maxed out teams. I don't have every chest collected, right? Little things like that. I haven't beat all the stars in Spiral Abyss every single time. It's just like it really does feel like there's a lack of things to do. And it starts to feel like things like daily commissions and daily quests and doing quests in general, it starts to feel like they're more of a chore than they are like something you actually want to do. I personally, that day when I stopped playing, I dabble on here and there to do the dailies, and then I completely stopped the past 2 weeks from doing dailies even because I was just like, dude, I need a break from this game. I can't, it didn't feel right for me to keep doing the dailies when I wasn't enjoying the game at all. And I know it's a gacha game. I know you want to log in and do your dailies to get your gems, but that wasn't enough to really keep me intrigued with the game at the moment. Outside of 1.4, the only real content that's like enjoyable or fun is the Spiral Abyss. Even trying to get that the 3 stars on 12-1 or 12-2, like that was way more fun to me than anything else in the game right now. But even that is not enough, I don't think. We need other things to do besides the Spiral Abyss. Granted, the Spiral Abyss I think is a great addition to the game, and I think that is kind of the repeatable content we're looking for, but we need more variations of it, or we need more types of repeatable content that aren't even similar to Spiral Abyss. And I'm just going to make a quick reference to something I saw MTash say on Twitter, which I agree with completely, is that he says he doesn't know if a new region will actually be enough to save Genshin at this point. And granted, again, I love Genshin Impact. I will probably still continue playing it even if I don't enjoy the game very much from like a consumer perspective. I still enjoy the game at its core. I love what it's about. I love the feeling of the game. But you just have to think back to even like Dragonspine in 1.2. People were beating all the story quests and bosses for that area in 2 to 3 days. The best thing that came out of that event, in my opinion, was the new artifact domain and the Spiral Abyss enemies, which again, no hate on MiHoYo for that update at all. I actually loved Dragonspine a lot. It felt fresh, it felt crisp, it felt like I had a whole new region to explore, chests and all the puzzles and things like that. So that sort of thing, I can't even complain about 1.2. I'm just saying even that sort of content starts to get a little bit dry after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that sort of thing. So MiHoYo really does need to strategize how they want to make repeatable content in the future, whether that's dungeons or raids that you can do co-op and get a ton of rewards, whether it's, trading systems with other other players. I don't know what the answer is, but I know they need to figure it out, and I know they're $1 billion company, so they definitely have the resources to do so. And I'm just going to wrap up the video here. I'm going to say, obviously, like I've said, I love this game still. It's still one of my favorite RPGs that I've ever played, but we're out of things to do, MiHoYo, and it's been that way for the past couple of months. So please, please, please listen to your community and the other content creators aside from myself, and start adding some more fun, repeatable content and more things for us to do, because otherwise the game might not be enough for all of us anymore. And that's just me saying that personally, because I know there are other great games out there. Again, I respect MiHoYo for everything they've done so far. I do love the game at its core, but it is starting to get a little stale for me, and I really hope they can fix that in the future. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am glad to be back and making videos again. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.